tired of this world, and that's why I want to build a new world. I'm tired. Believe me. I'm tired of this world where musicians and artists, entertainers, who promote lust, sensuality, sexuality, musicians and entertainers who promote nakedness, dirtiness, and sinfulness, they have millions of followers on internet, on social media. Meanwhile, those who are decent, who are morally sound, those who follow the right ways of God, singing to inspire true patriots and good people in society, those kind of entertainers have no followers, little or none at all. See, I am tired of this world, and that's why I'm going to create a new world. Look at the world we live in, a world in which our medical system is designed to kill and not to heal. The medical system is designed to kill and not to heal. Are you aware that every drug you take has some content of death in it? Are you aware? Every drug you take. And these drugs are approved by our health agencies. They are approved. Do you know that the drugs you take, the medications you take, they all have side effects? Let me tell you what it means when they tell you that the drugs you take has side effects. Let me tell you what it means. You take a drug that treats you of malaria, but then it leaves another sickness inside your body. So therefore, any drug you take brings down something and generates another thing. Any drug you take brings down a particular ailment in you and then generates another ailment inside of you. So all the time you are always sick. And pharmaceutical companies intentionally do these things, so you keep patronizing them. You keep buying drugs. Then you begin to live your life consistently on drugs. There are people that they have to treat themselves of some certain kind of sickness every 3 months. That is a big market for pharmaceutical companies because you have become their regular customer. And our health organizations approve these drugs. When they tell you that the drugs you take have side effects, what it means is that it keeps making it kind of deposits more sickness while reducing the effect of whatever you're feeling that is not good. You might be down with malaria right now and you take a malaria drug. What does it do? It reduces the effect of the malaria. It doesn't take malaria away. The drug you take reduces the effect of malaria and then generates, inspires and stirs up another ailment inside of you again. And therefore you become a permanent customer to drug companies. The evil and the wickedness in the world. I'm tired of this world. A world where the World Health Organization manufactures sicknesses and sends it into the people. Organization that is meant to watch out for the health of the people of the world. Now they are the one building diseases. They are the one sponsoring to create and generate sicknesses, and then they push it out to the world. People get infected with these things and they are dying in numbers. And then they come out in sympathy to tell you, oh, we have gotten a solution for you. And then they begin to sell drugs to cure the disease they created. I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of a world where politicians will take away your common good, keep you in poverty, and at the end of the day, they bring pennies to the table, and then they tell you not to worry, we've got your side, we've got your back. They rip you off of your common good, but at the same time, come back to give you pennies, to sprinkle pennies around you, and then tell you, we've got your side. I'm tired of a world that is full of deceit, no truth anywhere. Our news media, mainstream media, and all the news networks are all promoting and propagating lies in order to protect darkness that is thriving in the society. I'm tired of this world. Hey, let me challenge you, child of God. Let me challenge you, people of God. Look how bad the world has become. It has become so bad that all our systems have now been polluted. the government, music industry, educational sector, or family, anything polluted. You will see a man who beat his wife 5 times in a week, 20 times in a month, beating his wife recklessly. Why is that happening? You see women killing their husbands, poisoning, stabbing, and sometimes using hot iron on their husbands. In some cases, pour acid on their husbands and their husbands die. What is happening? I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of a world where when you do the right thing, it no longer counts. But when you do the wrong thing, you are celebrated and you are exonerated. I'm tired of this world. Believe me. Now, let me say something to you, child of God. The world will continue to go bad. It will continue to go wrong. It will continue to be as terrible as it is if people of God don't rise up and take over the systems of the world. We need children of God that will enter the musical industry and revolutionize it. I see some musicians on the internet. These are dirty, stinking, filthy musicians. Look at their songs. All they promote is lust, immorality, sexual perversion, sinfulness, and corruption. That is what they promote in their music. You see naked women whining their bum and showing their breasts almost completely naked. And such musicians have millions, hundreds of millions of followers celebrating them. These people are sending our children to hell. They are teaching our children how to be immoral, lustful, how to be corrupt and dirty. Yet, they are being paid millions of dollars every year by companies for endorsements. I'm tired of this world. How that false prophets and false pastors are more believed for telling lies than the real true men of God. I'm tired of this world. This world is going to a point where if you are right, you are no longer welcome. Only when you are wrong, then you could have a place. I'm tired of this world where corrupt politicians, corrupt governments, corrupt and evil leaders are given the seat of government to sit comfortably, spread out their wings, and be relaxed and be at ease. Governments that kill the people, punish the people, rip the people off, and tear people apart are the governments that are celebrated, embraced by all the systems in society, and they are made to feel comfortable and calm. Meanwhile, leaders and politicians who try to stand up to the truth and do the right thing, they are cut down on a daily basis, knocked out, and they are kicked away. I'm tired of this world. Now, child of God, aren't you tired of seeing a world ruled by darkness? Where killing is on the rise, robbery is on the rise, crime and evil is on the rise. Child of God, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired yet? Where you can't even do business legitimately anymore. You can't even do anything legitimately anymore. If you're being legitimate, you'll be attacked. Aren't you tired of this world that the devil and all of his hosts are having a field day, perpetrating evil on every side? Aren't you tired? Seeing darkness prevailing. Aren't you tired? Seeing wickedness thriving. Aren't you tired? Seeing doom and damnation, relaxed, comfortable, peaceful, and operating calmly. Aren't you tired of seeing that? Child of God, it's time for you to rise. Children of God, it is time for you to rise. Rise up in power. Rise up in power. Rise up in power. Otherwise, it will come a time when if you don't have shares with darkness, you will not be able to survive. There will come a time when if you don't have part with evil, you will not be able to thrive. How do we overcome this? Let people of God begin to take over systems of the world. Let's enter the entertainment industry and collect it. Let's dominate it. Let's overrun it. Let us enter the political world and collect it. Let us see children of God aspiring to be presidents, aspiring to be governors. If children of God don't take positions of authority, People of darkness will take those positions, and then they will execute and implement dark rules, dark regulations, and dark politics that will keep your life in misery permanently. Let me see children of God that will say, I want to be a president, a governor, a senator, that will take over offices of control, offices of authority. Let us see children of God that want to take over organizations that hold power of the world. Let us see children of God that wants to get into the World Health Organization and take over the World Health Organization. Let us see people of God that want to take over continents and countries, dominate the world. Let us see people of God rising up with intention to dominate the world. Let us see people of God that are passionate enough to say, no, we won't let this continue to thrive. Therefore, we are taking over the systems and the several sectors of control of the universe. But as you see things, people of God are only relaxed, calm, quiet, doing nothing, watching evil, taking control everywhere. And they do nothing about it. At the end of the day, when things go wrong, they only sit and cry. No. It took action for Israel to leave Egypt. Moses had to come in. Moses stepped in with power and told Pharaoh, let my people go. And Pharaoh said, no, I won't let them go. Moses demonstrated power. Pharaoh had no choice. Moses told Pharaoh, all the firstborns in Egypt will die by nightfall. They all died by nightfall. He told Pharaoh, the water in Egypt will all be turned to blood. And all the water in Egypt turned to blood. He told Pharaoh, he said, there's going to be darkness on the camp of the Egyptians for days, and there was darkness in the camp of the Egyptians. Moses plagued Egypt with grievous, terrible things until they gave up. And Pharaoh said, take your people and leave. And even when Pharaoh tried to chase after them, he drowned in the Red Sea. It took power for Moses to bring Israel out of Egypt. It is going to take power for us to take over the world. But then, have that desire. We are taking over. All the systems and the settings of the world, we are taking over. The World Health Organization, we are going there to take over. The presidential and the Senate and the gubernatorial seats of government, we are taking over. But how will we do this? We will take over with power. We will take over with what? Power. Ordinarily, with mere word of mouth, we can do nothing. But when we push in with power, we will take over and cause darkness to bow. Darkness only submits to power. Darkness does not submit to your word of mouth. Darkness only submits to power. See how dark the world has become. And we, children of God, powerless and spineless, doing nothing about it. Spineless people of God, powerless people of God, doing nothing about it. Everybody is just maintaining their cool in their comfort zone, doing nothing. That your comfort zone will soon turn to terror zone. Just hang on a little and see. By the time darkness gets to that point, it will turn to terror zone. There are some parts of the world that have turned to terror zones. Nobody can even go there. And you think it will remain in those parts of the world? It will come to your doorstep someday if you don't rise up and take places of authority. Let us see people of God take over the United Nations. Let us see people of God take over ECOWAS. Let us see people of God take over the European Union. Let us see people of God take over world systems and world setups. Otherwise, the world will continue to say